Guys, Gold is here. Time to talk about Impact from last night. Overall, I thought the show was really good. It was actually a good week for wrestling. Raw was really good, and so was this week's Impact. I'm just going to get right into it. Hulk Hogan comes out, and he cuts a really good promo, talking about how everybody is talking about TNA. He's in the airport, he's in the gym, everyone's always talking about TNA. Hogan feels like he's cool again now that he's part of TNA. He feels like he's part of something very special. He basically goes on to say that the Impact Zone is on full lockdown. There are security guards all around the building. The band isn't able to get in, and nobody's going to get out. So if you got to go to the restroom, you got to hold it. That's basically what he said. He doesn't want to... He understands, basically, that all about the whole concept of an eye for an eye, the tooth for a tooth. But Hogan didn't understand why Six-Pac and Scott Hall attacked Kevin Nash. He thought that was a little over the line. You don't attack another brother, is basically what he went on to say. Basically, if they mess around, any shenanigans, they're going to have to deal with the Hulkster. He will fight. He will put the red and yellow on. So he put that out there. He let that be known. And then Eric Young comes out. Basically goes on to say how Nash is a really good friend of him. How, Hogan, you know as well as I do that good friends are hard to find. You've been in the business long enough to know that when you find a good friend, you got to keep him. He wants Hogan to let X-Pac and Hall into TNA so that way he can get revenge on them. And Hogan's like, no, that's not going to happen. So he goes on to say that the band's not getting in. So Eric Young goes, okay, well, since they can't come in, I'm going to go out and get them. Hogan's like, go right ahead. You do it Nash's way. Go out off the TNA property and beat their ass if you have to. And from there, the promo ends. And we then get to see a qualifying match for the 8-stud card tournament that's happening at Against All Odds. We get to see a great match between the Pope and Orlando Jordan. Very good match. The Pope wins that. They have really good matches together. The Pope has good matches in general, but I'm really digging the Pope. I think he does really well. We then get to see another 8-stud qualifying match, Suicide against Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan wins. So we've got both of the tag team champions in the 8-card qualifying match. The 8-card tournament, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand why they've got the tag team champions in a world title tournament. I'm guessing they're not going to defend the titles at the next pay-per-view, which to me I don't like. But regardless, they're in it. Then we get to see Bischoff and Foley. Foley goes to say that, he agrees, he's sorry for what happened, he's going to do everything by the book. He wants JB and Abyss to have their job, so he's going to cooperate with Eric Bischoff, and Eric Bischoff's glad to hear that. He didn't really think it would happen. Eric Bischoff signs a match for Abyss to take on Mick Foley. So there's 2 slots left in the 8-card stud tournament. So Abyss and Mick Foley get the other 2 slots. And they're going to go at each other at the pay-per-view. Eric wants Foley to change his clothing style. He says it's from the 70s. Mick Foley goes on to say, no, I think it's from the 80s and the 90s. And then Eric Bischoff's like, time flies when you're having fun, or something like that. And Eric Bischoff goes on to say that if any shenanigans happen during this match at the pay-per-view, Abyss will take his mask off at Impact the following week. We then get to see X Division title match, Amazing Red versus Doug Williams. Very good match. Very good match. A lot of the matches tonight were great. That's the good thing about TNA's product. They always put on great matches. But Doug Williams wins that. We get to see the beautiful people take on Tara and Angelina Love. That match was just, alright. The beautiful people win by cheating. They use the ugly stick and they get the win. We didn't get to see a tag team. For the participants that are in the 8-card stud tournament, you get to see Desmond Wolfe and Hernandez take on Mr. Anderson and Kurt Angle. That's a really good tag team match. Kurt Angle has the match won. Mr. Anderson tags himself in after Kurt Angle does the Angle Slam, and then he steals the win. So Mr. Anderson and Kurt Angle win that match. Then we get to see a great Samoa Joe promo. Samoa Joe comes out, wants to call out AJ. AJ and Ric Flair come out. They're standing on the rampway. Samoa Joe goes on to say how, Kurt Angle, or I keep saying Kurt Angle, AJ Styles used to be such a great champion, used to be such a great person, a great wrestler. Now you're a cheat, a no good nothing, now that you're hanging out with Ric Flair, and all you care about is yourself now. And Ric Flair cuts a promo back, oh, he's the champ, he does whatever he wants, blah, 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 blah. I thought it was a great promo. I don't remember exactly what was said word for word, but anyways, to sum it all up, they end up attacking Samoa Joe, beating him up pretty good. And, I'm really liking AJ Styles and Ric Flair. I don't want to make this comparison because the comparison has already been made, and other people that are comparing it is using it as a bad comparison. But seeing this whole Ric Flair and AJ Styles collaboration is really reminding me of the NWA / WCW. More of the NWA though to me. Back when Flair was always in his suit cutting promos. Now AJ Styles isn't as good as cutting promos as Flair was back in his day, but it gives me that feeling of how the old days of wrestling used to be, and I really like that. It's something that I enjoy to see. It takes me back, and I'm glad TNA is doing that. We did get to see the last part of the match, or the last part of the show. Now earlier in the beginning, Eric Young's talking about how he wants to kick Scott Hall and X-Pac's ass, which was great. I understood because Nash is his friend. But then Kurt Angle wants to kick their ass now because they jumped him the other night, or the other week, a few weeks ago, whatever it was. So he calls them out, calls out the band, and they show up. And Kurt Angle holds his own against both of them really, really well. He's kicking both of their asses. Then Hogan comes out, and he's got that sinister look on his face like he might be up to no good. And the announcers are all going, oh man, it looks like he's going to go against Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was right, blah, 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 blah. And they get the brass knucks out, beating up Angle. And then Hogan grabs the brass knucks. You think he's going to hit Angle, but then he hits Scott Hall, and then he knocks out X-Pac. So he shows that he is all about TNA. And it was a great way to end the show. I thought the show was good overall. I'm liking a lot of the things they're doing on TNA, and I'm interested to see how this pay-per-view is going to go. I'm going to do my predictions video for Against All Odds, probably do it the next day or two, and yeah, that was it. I liked Impact, thought it was great. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys like Impact? And that's it. Thought it was great. Great week for wrestling, guys. This is Gold Dizzy. Peace out.